I'd like to talk to you about one more thing that I have concerns with.
Mm-hmm.
It's an entry in my record.
Mm-hmm.
So
What do you got?
so right here is where Dr. Sharkman, cleared me to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, prior to all this, I stayed out of work an extra couple weeks because, I work on cars. So
Yeah,
it's
right.
kinda
I
heavy.
remember that.
So I
I met you before.
Yeah, you will.
We
you
did
looked at
have
my
one visit
follow-ups.
after the second.
That's right.
Yeah, I appreciate it too because you actually looked in there. You said,
You
"I'm
went
just gonna make sure
further.
you don't get infected." It's like-
You were ready to leave, but we wanted you to look further.
But anyhow, we did discuss different items and all. We had some good conversations, and he talking about different equipment. I mentioned my leaves at home and things like that. And he said, just use common sense.
Yeah.
Well, my leaf blower, because I blew some leaves around. Now, keep in mind, I just blew them around the house, but he never interviewed me or asked me anything. What I did mention I blow leaves. I did mention that. But we never went into detail as to what device I used, how much I did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I own this leaf blower. I paid $250 for it.
Yeah.
It only weighs 15 pounds or so with fuel. It's rubber-mounted engine.
Yeah, I think I have the same one.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
But I kind of only blew leaves around the
I
house.
don't believe the little noise thing. I think that thing's loud as
Yeah.
He has earmuffs.
Low noise.
I was on the
earmuffs, too.
lawnmower.
Yeah, it's loud.
But I was using that just to blow the leaves away from the house, and she's using the mower to run the mower. And we also discussed the mower. He said, drive it slowly.
But he wasn't on the mower. I was.
Yeah. So anyway, he wrote this, and that's not accurate at all.
Very offended by the word vigorous.
Well, there's a couple of things that's inaccurate there, because what happened was I did do the leaves on Tuesday. That is correct. But I went to work Wednesday, and Wednesday night is when I first noticed some irregularities in my vision. And then I went back to work Thursday, and Thursday night is when I noticed a cloud in my eye. And I can show you, there's my
Work
I was at
schedule.
work Thursday all day.
Yeah, this happened. And this was
So that's not accurate.
Yeah, this was
And it wasn't against doctor's advice.
What day of the week was this visit?
It's up here. I'm not sure what day of the week that was.
10/28. Well,
I think that was a Friday, wasn't
Can you show me the drawing? Can you show me 10/28 on the summary there? What do you got? I don't know over here. Just on the side.
But my job at work's much more vigorous than blowing some leaves. But again, I wasn't out there like blowing a whole giant yard or anything.
And he cleared you.
But when I thought about overdoing it, I was more thinking I may have overdone it at work, not in my yard.
But for him to use the word vigorous, he wasn't there.
That's not even really the
Issue? Okay.
The date's wrong. The days are wrong. I had Thursday is when I saw all the irregularities. Wednesday, I had just a little bit of, Wednesday night, I noticed something a little weird.
Yeah, so
But it was Thursday night when
remember
I
that part about, you have a good memory. Remember the part about Dr. Coney's like, hey, it wasn't, what he found was what was described,
Mhm.
I'm just looking through his notes, his op reports. That's exactly right. He's talking about how when he did the surgery with you and Dr. Coney did, he found the scar tissue and what was causing the problem. And so it's completely not what Dr. Sharpman said here when he said, he's saying no scar tissue due to excess physical activity. It's actually just the opposite. When he saw you this day on the 28th, and he had surgery that same day, they actually found all kinds of scar tissue once they got in there and looked around. So no, it wasn't from your activity.
That's kind of what
It's from
Dr.
the scar.
Coney said.
It's from the scar tissue the whole time. It's not from the physical activity.
Okay, thank you.
So his opinion on that clinical visit where I wrote that, I would disagree with. Yeah, it's saying it's from the scar tissue, not from the physical activity. Whether it's at work or at the yard, it's neither.
Correct.
One. It's neither one.
Good.
And really, I release my patients to all kinds of physical activity at 10 days. No matter how many surgeries they had, it's never the physical activity. Occasionally, it's about how they hold their head post-op in the first 5 days. Some people just don't want to hold their head down or can't, right? And it's gas. It's probably a little more important. Oil, I don't even ask them to hold their head down. I just do one day.